Hello, my friends. It is November 18th, Friday, and I'm a couple minutes late, just having some tech issues right off the top. And I've got an echo, so here we go. Let me fix that. Okay, I think everything is looking good from my end. I apologize again that I'm a few minutes late. This first time in a while I've had, when I do this screen here, the side by side, it was turned sideways. So that's the first time it's happened in a while. It took me 3 tries to get it working properly. So that's tech for you. Anyways, well, I have this card here on the screen. This is the card that I made, I was going to say last week, but I was sick last week, so I wasn't here. The week before, and what I always do is I do a draw for the card that I made. Um, from anyone who was there and commented, liked, or shared. I see Nicole's there and she's saying, hi, Jen, and hi, Mama. There's Mama. Woo-hoo. Thanks, Nicole. Okay, so let me just share my screen and hold on a second here. There's been an update or something because I've got a little bit of change here to the software. Here we go, software, share the screen. Okay, it's going to look just funny for a minute till I pull the right screen up. Here we go. And let's do the draw. So you have to be Canadian and not a demonstrator in order to win. And so, Vaughn, awesome. I will write your name in here. Congratulations. And so let me just stop the share. So again, I apologize for being just a couple minutes late, but it was some tech issues that I was having. Hi, Ruth, and hello, Joyce. How are you? Welcome. How is the weather in your area? We're apparently in for a bunch of snow that's about to come. We had some last night. It seems to be, well, that's what's happening everywhere these days. So let me just pop over to my hands here. And I got a few things to show you, and then I'm going to make a card, a really simple card, but I think very pretty. So just as a reminder, this is what I made 2 weeks ago using the fitting florets. I hadn't actually finished this part off yet, so I finished that off. Oh, one of the pearls has fallen off. There was 3 pearls, so I'll fix that one before I send out. These were the other 2 cards that I showed you, also made with that stamp set. And I have another one that I got as a swap that I wanted to show you. It's actually going on my website this afternoon. As soon as I'm done here, I do something with my team, and then I'll finish putting that post on. This is a really pretty card. But I wanted to show you this gem on here, which is a little bit different than the gems that you can get in the Fitting Florets bundle, because these are gone. They're sold out already. So this is a really great alternative. Let me just show you what those look like. These are from the main catalog. They're called Flower Adhesive Back Trinkets. They're actually super pretty. So let me show you, that is, and I apologize, my dog's barking. It never fails that he does that when I go live. So Fitting Florets is this promotion that's on in November. There must be a delivery. So, and there's a whole collection, and there's 2 different stamp sets. So right now, if you try to order the whole collection, which is just one number, and someone asked me the other day if this is discounted. It's not discounted. The only discount here is the bundle price, which is 10% off. So that's standard. If you try to order the whole thing, I'm sorry, he's really barking. Hopefully whoever it is will go away soon. You won't be able to, because these things are not available, but you can order each of the other things separately. But I just wanted to show you those as a really great alternative to those gems, because they're also very pretty. The other thing I wanted to point out to you really quickly here before I start creating is this seasonal sale. It ends today. So there's up to 20% off, depending on what it is. So there's punches, stamps. There's all on my website, this whole flyer, but I'll put a link to it as well. 15% off some stamps, and there's some great ones. It's almost everything in the annual catalog. Oops, I've got some extra stuff printed here. 20% off some dies, embossing folders. And I know some of them are in short supply. Some of them have already sold out, and you can't get them right now. So definitely check that out before it's over. And then the final thing I want to show you, let me just move these guys out of the way. is I just got my paper pumpkin. I just walked the dog before I came here live with you guys. And waiting at me at my doorstep when I got back was my paper pumpkin. So I don't always show this. So spoiler alert, if you get paper pumpkin, you don't want to see it, you haven't got yours yet, don't look for 3 minutes here while I just show this. So I'll put a link to paper pumpkin in the comments as well. And I will so you can find out more about that. But it's a kit that comes to your door every month, so it's nice. Nicole says it's his job to bark. Thanks, Nicole, for that. It is, and whenever there's a delivery or something, he definitely barks. Nicole says she likes the alternative gem. You know, it's kind of funny because I had just ordered these myself, noticing them in the catalog. It's funny what you miss for a whole year. And then I got that card with that on there, and I thought, oh, that's a really great alternative. Okay, so this is the kit. Again, spoiler alert, this is the November kit if you haven't got yours yet. So it comes always with a little, at least one ink spot. So this looks like a great Christmas set. Open me from Santa, to and from, no peeking, express delivery. So that's a great, this is meant for tags. I believe this kit is a tag kit. And then they're showing you that you can get these bags. So they were currently available because I ordered some myself already before I even got this. So let's see. I haven't even opened it. See, it's brand spanking new here. It always comes with this nice tissue paper, which you can just save for gift wrapping. It's noisy for a second. So I'm just going to crack this kit. I'm not going to show you I'll show you the contents, but I'm not doing the kit today. Actually, you can see, well, with that plastic on, it's super hard to see on the camera. So let me just open that plastic up and tell me what the snow is like in your neighborhood these days. It's November, so I guess we can't really complain about getting snow in this time of the year in Canada, depending on where you are, of course. Although most places in Canada would probably get snow. Okay, so here is what it makes. Oh, they're super cute little tags. Awesome. They'll be for my favorite people that get those on there. So paper pumpkin always comes with some die, not always, but often comes with die cuts, pre-printed stuff. Ooh, look at that glimmer paper. If there's anything to punch out, it's already perforated for you. Oh, look at that, so cute. Holly. It says, so this is going to be very easy to put together. There's more stuff. Oh, look at the hats. I love that it's easy. This is definitely TV time for me, making up those cute little kits. And then, of course, you have, when you're all finished, they usually give you extra pieces. You still have a stamp set and a little ink spot that you can use for other things. Okay, so that's my quick little demo of that. Let's see. Nicole says she loves getting the paper pumpkin. I hope I haven't spoiled it for you. Okay, so I'm going to do a card today using Shaded Summer. This is one in the annual catalog. I didn't even look to see if it was on the list. I'm sure it's on the list because I think most things were. Let's just see if I can spot it easily. I think it's all alphabetical. That's dies. Shaded Summer, yes, it is on 15% off. So this little stamp set on sale is $27.20. I like this one because it is a good starter set. So if you're fairly new to stamping, this has got some lovely images and then a bunch of words. Now, not all stamp sets have both images and words, but this one does. And it's got some of the basics, like a hello, a thank you, happy birthday, and then some, more foo-foo greetings if you want. I don't know that I would, well, maybe there's some friends that I might say, love you, friend. But they're probably likely to laugh at me if I say that. Above and beyond, you go there a lot. I thought that was a pretty nice saying. Anyways, I like this set because you could stamp it in black and you could color it, or you can just stamp it in black, which is what I'm going to do today, or sort of like that. So I have a couple stamps mounted here. And I've got a little piece of cardstock. Is this the right one? That is the right one. And I've got an empty block here. Joyce says her paper pumpkin is stuck in North Dakota. Oh no. Hopefully it comes soon. I was actually surprised it was here already. It seemed really soon to me that it was arrived already. So one of the colors I'm going to use today is Soft Sea Foam. Here's the card base. You'll see it here. It is one of my very favorite colors when the new catalog came out. I just love it. It's a very pale, pale green, but I don't use it very often because I don't know what to put with it. But I thought today for this thing I'm going to do, I thought I'm going to use this and I'm going to pair it with navy. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. So got dog hair on my ring. I'm going to do a little technique here first. So I'm going to take just a plain block. This is block size D. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to actually ink it right on the ink pad like this, as if it's a stamp. I'm going to squish it in, get lots of good juicy ink on there. And then I'm going to take one of the Stampin' Up! Spritzers. This is all in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to move my paper for a second. I'm going to make sure I know where the hole is. So it's right there where my thumb is, so I don't spray myself in the eye. And I'm just going to spritz across the block just a couple times. I'm going to put that lid over there, and then I'm going to just turn it, and I'm going to let that water kind of run. You may not be able to see it too well, but the water is kind of running in different areas. I think I might do one more spritz here. Really can't mess this up. Oh, there we go. Now I got some running water. Okay, and then I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to put my block right down like that. And look and see what happens. Can you see that ink seeping through there? How fun is that? So I've all of a sudden got myself a beautiful background. So let me do one more so we can see that all of them are going to be different. So I'm going to just wipe my block because it was just water and ink. And I'm going to ink it up again. I've already got a little boo-boo there, so I'm going to flip that over. And a boo-boo there. That's why I cut extra. It's because my hands are wet. Here we go. And then I'm going to spritz it. Okay, and then I'm going to let the water kind of run over the block. This one's got a little bit less, so we'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to stamp it there. I love how that ink spreads on there. It's so fun with the water. Okay, so you can see again a completely different look than the first one. This one looks more like a watercolor. That's more like a bubble. So we'll give those a minute to dry before we do our technique. And we will fold our card base in half first. And I have a couple of alternatives of this that I want to show you at the end. So don't go away when I'm all done, because I want to show you the alternatives. So isn't that pretty base layer? And I thought it looked so nice with the Night of Navy cardstock. So pretty. Now this looks like I've cut it wrong. Yep, it needs another little shaving off here. Hold on, will it wheel over? So this is supposed to be 3 3/4. So I've cut it a little smaller than I normally do for a mat so that you can see more of that soft sea foam. So if you were to do a mat that was perfectly level on here, be 4 1/4 by 4, but I've cut this at 5 by 3 3/4, so 1 in. And then this one will be 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. So just 1/4 of an inch in every time. So let's attach this. We're just waiting for those things to dry a little bit before I touch them. So I'm just using my seal adhesive. Hello, Paulette. How are you? Okay, and then I'm going to take this ribbon. This is soft sea foam, and it's got almost like a shimmer to it. It's very, very pretty. And I think that now I've opened up my package of soft sea foam, I'm going to be using it a lot because this was initially one of the colors I just loved. And you get distracted, right, with other colors and things. But these colors together I think are super pretty. I'm just playing with this ribbon until I get a nice bow. Okay, so I'm going to trim that. Okay, whoops. All right, again, I'm just waiting for that to dry. So I'm going to take my soft seafoam ink, and I'm going to take another stamp from the set. I'm going to use one of the bigger ones. Whoops, I just realized I didn't turn my light around. And this is an envelope. So I'm going to stamp this image right on the envelope. Pretty. Okay. All right, so let's bring these in here. They're still a little bit wet. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to dry them I guess when I was playing, I must have left a lot of time in between, so they dried. So hold on, here's my heat tool. I'm going to turn on. It's going to be noisy for a few minutes. It's a little bit better. The only reason I care about this is that when I apply a water-based ink, like I'm about to do, if it's wet, it'll bleed. And if that happens, we'll just say that was part of our technique. Okay, so I'm going to take Night of Navy ink. And this is, it's got a lot of dark spots on this stamp set, so I really want to make sure it's well inked. So I'm going to ink it upside down. Nice and dark and juicy. I re-inked my pad earlier. So I'm going to do this one like this. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So let me do another one, seeing as I have them here. And that one, I'm going to put that greeting on, and this one I'm going to put the other greeting. So we'll go, this one's going to go like this. So isn't that image just stunning, even without coloring it or anything? So pretty. Okay, so these greetings are in the stamp. So this one says thank you. So that one's going to go right there. And this one says happy birthday. I'm going to put that one down here. Nice, nice, nice. Rita says she loves soft sea foam. It is also my favorite green. By the way, that combination of navy and seafoam is a late 60s, early 70s combo. Well, seeing as I'm a late 60s baby, maybe that's why. I love it. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I think I'm going to do the happy birthday one. That'll be the one, and then I'll save the thank you for another time. This will be the one that I give away. So I'm just using regular adhesive on here, no dimensionals. I'm keeping it really simple because sometimes we need simple cards, right? We need to do a card quickly, but we still want it to look great. And these are cards that you could actually do up a bunch and leave the saying off. And then when you need it, you could then throw a saying on there. So I've got my nice ribbon, my soft seafoam ribbon. That is too funny, Joyce. And I got a glue dot. I'm going to add that there. I'm going to trim it just a little bit so the saying shows up a little bit better. Okay, already very pretty, but of course I'm going to add a little bit of bling to it. And then I'm going to show you another card I made and then the inspiration for this card, because it wasn't my idea. I did get this in a card swap and I loved it, so I wanted to recreate it. I'm just looking for my gems. Oh, here they are right in front of me. So I'm going to use the opal rounds. So they look like this. And the reason I wanted to use them is because they have a tiny bit of a green shimmer to them. So I thought they would look good with this. So I'm going to grab, let's see here, one of these big guys. And let's put it here. The dog obviously has stopped his barking. And then there's a medium size I think I'll put there. And then we always want to do odd numbers. So let's do another one right in there. Okay, so let me hold this up so you can see it, and then I'll show you the other ones too. So very simple, pretty. Hopefully you can see the gems shining there. And I love the Night of Navy and the soft seafoam together. Okay, so here's another one I did. This is using polished pink. So it's exactly the same technique, except for I use black as my accent. I decided for this one, I didn't want the black. I wanted it to be a little softer. So the Night of Navy is just that little bit softer than the black, especially with the light color. But I love how this kind of turned out with when I spritzed it. It's very bright and vibrant. I used iridescent pearls on this one, and I added a little bit of Winkostella in here as well. And I did use that one saying above and beyond. You go there a lot. Okay, so let me show you this. So here we go. There's my envelope too. Don't forget the envelope. And then, so I got this as a card swap, this one here with the fresh freesia, which I thought was beautiful as well. And they've used the iridescent rhinestones here and the matching fresh freesia ribbon, and the same dimensions and everything that I used. or I should say I use the same dimensions that she used. This is Diane Evans who did this. And what she did was she just inked her block up and plopped it down. Didn't do the spritzing stuff, so you can see the difference with it. So let me just hold these two up together. You can see. So this is just the ink, so it kind of almost bubbles on the block on the paper, which is very pretty too. And then this is a smoother look. So you can do one of two techniques, and I think it's very cool. Notice how she put her flower down a little bit more and she put her saying up here. So there's lots of ways you could use this kind of design to do your card. So I hope you enjoy that. Let me see here. I'll go back to me and the cards. Rita says, these cards are lovely and easy makes. I had my eyeball on that stamp set for a while since the catalog came out. Yes, and there are dies that came out during celebration of at one point too. And Ruth says, that's one of my not used sets. It's funny, Ruth, because I was the same. I used some of the greetings from that set, but not the, I'm going to just go back to this so you can look at the cards instead. But I hadn't used this image, but I think it was so stunning, just stamped in black. Very, very pretty. So yeah. Okay, so all you have to do is comment, like, and share, and then you'll get in my draw for the soft seafoam one that I just made. And don't forget about the sale. I'll put a link right away into the comment and into the comments, so you can make sure you see that promotion and you don't miss out on it. Today is the last day. And also I'll put a link in about the fitting florets, which is just during November. Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, what month is it? It's November. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. I always appreciate it when you guys come. I always say this is the best part of my week, and it sure is. So thank you for joining me today, and I wish you all a safe weekend. If you're getting snow, to be careful and safe, and enjoy yourselves. And I will see you all again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.